Crazy Entitled Aunt and the Italian restaurant L. This happened almost 40 years ago. I'm posting it as a thanks for reading the other stories. This one is more funny and entitled rather than infuriating and entitled. My immediate family was, for the most part, perfectly normal and boring. We were not prone to outbursts and tantrums. It was very calm and quiet. Everyone got along and we were pretty happy with our boredom. I tell you that so you understand that I had absolutely no experience at all with people prone to screaming fits. You should also know that I suffer from a case of terminal morbid curiosity. I also don't give a shit. Never did. Never saw the fun in it. This happened when we were visiting for great auntie's funeral. I was 12. CA insisted that we all go out to dinner at her favorite Italian restaurant. It was just the best. She said so, and she was never wrong. The gimmick here was a little flag of Italy on the table. When you wanted more dinner rolls, you raised the flag. This is important. Flag up, you get rolls. Flag down, no rolls. Remember that. The 6 of us are seated, they take our drink order and bring the bread basket. The cast has a new member, PU, for my poor long-suffering uncle, who will one day be made a saint for being married to CA for over 20 years. Some of you commented in my first post that he was an enabler. He wasn't. He was a victim as well. He couldn't leave her without leaving Emily. It started with the drink order. We will have 5 sweet teas. Dad, I'll have a Coke. I'll have a Coke. Tea. No sugar. This is a mortal sin in the South. Don't be silly. You can't have sweet tea without sugar. I don't like sugar. That's stupid. Bring her sweet tea. Yes, ma'am. I think I'd like a Coke as well. I'd like a Coke. We drink Pepsi, not Coke. We are having sweet tea. The waitress brought us our requested drinks. CA was growing agitated. CA likes to control everything and everyone, so she told us what to order for dinner. I'm not going to get into an ethical debate here, but I refused to eat veal. She demanded we all have the veal. I refused. I knew this would set her off, but oh well. I'm not eating veal. My parents, after I had explained to them years earlier why I would not eat veal, refused to eat it as well. Did I mention I get my I don't give a shit quality from my parents? Well, they didn't give a shit either. They were perfectly capable of ordering whatever the hell they wanted. So they did. I had lasagna. It was good. My mother's was better. Once we ordered what we wanted, it emboldened PU, and he stepped out of line and ordered something else as well. CA was not having. You are getting the veal. Pew. No, I feel like something else tonight. The veal is the best. I still want something else. You won't like it. I'm sure I will. You don't know what you are talking about. I know what I like. Well, you can't have it. Yes, I can. I said no. Well, I'm ordering it. You always get the veal, because it's your favorite and you make me. I don't even like Italian food. Yes, you do. It's your favorite. I want the lasagna. Damn it, Pew. Order what I tell you to order. No. Lasagna. I'll have the lasagna too. You can't have that. You are allergic. Emily, no, I'm not. I'm your mother. I know what you can and can't eat. Bring her the veal. The whole time this is going on, I am looking from one to the other, like watching a tennis match. Back and forth, with the pitch of her voice getting more and more shrill with each sentence. I was fairly certain that when we left, bats would have been summoned. I'm just watching them and eating a dinner roll. The food arrives and everyone got what they wanted, even Emily, much to the fury of CA. Then it happens. PU raises the flag. CA puts it down. PU puts it back up. CA takes it back down. Up and down, up and down. I see the bread guy hovering at the edge of the table, waiting. Flag goes up and he rushes in to drop off the new basket before it can go back down. CA grabs the basket and throws it at the kid that delivered it. To save time and typing, every time CA speaks, the flag goes down. The rest of the time, it goes up. You don't need any more bread, but I want more. I said no. I'm an adult. I can have more bread if I want. No, you can't. Why? Just tell me why I can't have more bread. Because I said so. You aren't listening to me. I'm hungry and want more bread. You wouldn't be if you had ordered the veal. Yes, I would. I always am, but you never let me have more bread. Tonight I get more. I want some more bread too. No, you have had enough. No, I really think I want more. Well, you are wrong. You seem upset. That's because you people aren't listening to me. Yes, we are. We just don't care. We want more bread. Dad to me while trying not to laugh at how absurd this is. You aren't helping. Me. I think you want more bread too. At this point, the whole damn place is watching our table and the battle over the flag. I'm fairly sure there were people taking bets to see who would win. In the middle of the confusion, a nice lady sitting at another table nearest Emily tapped her and slipped their fresh bread basket to her. Emily took a roll and slipped it to me. I took one and slipped it to my father. Then it went to my mother who, after taking a roll for herself, slipped one onto PU's plate. CA saw it and grabbed for it. PU was faster. He shoved the whole thing into his mouth at once. It was a big roll. The waitress approached the table to check to see if we needed anything. Xanax was unfortunately not on the menu, and CA demanded she bring the check. Me, I want dessert, chocolate cake. Sounds great, I'll have some. Me too. I'll have apple pie. I'll have cheesecake. Bring cheesecake for CA. She loves cheesecake. No, we are not having dessert. We are getting the check and leaving. Now. No, we aren't. Well, I'm leaving. You can all walk home. I drove. It's our car. I know. Give me the keys, Dad. Nope. You have to give me the keys. I live here. You are just visiting. Yes, I'm just visiting. With my family. In our car. It's my state. I don't care. It's my car and you can't have it. You're a terrible driver anyway. No, I'm not. You drive the wrong way on the freeway. No, I don't. It's the other cars going the wrong way. You get lost in your own neighborhood. Not always. You are not driving my car. Yes, I am. No, you aren't. That, ladies and gentlemen, continued while we ate dessert, paid the check. My father was buying, as we walked to the car and for the entire trip back to their house. My father drove. We dropped them off and went back to our hotel room. Has your sister always been this crazy? No, it started when she was about 3. What happened? This happened a couple of weeks ago. In complete sentences. It was the day of my grandmother's funeral. She died in a hospital, and I was outside talking to the owner of the funeral company. This dude was also my godfather, and I had a very good relationship with him. It might sound weird that my godfather is the owner of a funeral company, but to me, it's not. He's known me since I was a baby, and he treated me like I was his son. Also to me, his job is just like any other job, and it even has its benefits. Anyways, here we go. I was, and still am, 17. This story's cast is EM, entitled Mother, GF, my godfather, not girlfriend, EK, entitled Kid, even though he doesn't play a huge role in the story. Me, yours truly. We were just outside the hospital, talking to each other. Parked in front of us were all the company vehicles, including the one you are all thinking about. All of a sudden, EM approached us. Hello. Hello. EM had her kid just next to her, and he was holding a drink. I was wondering if my son could take a ride on the limousine. She then pointed her finger to the hearse. I think it's called like that in English. It took me a while to respond for 2 reasons. The first one was because that day I had so many thoughts going through my head, and a stranger coming to me out of nowhere caught me by surprise. I am a very introverted person, and I find it difficult to talk to people I don't know. The second reason was because I was holding my laugh. She legitimately thought that the hearse was a limousine. I'm sorry to say this, but that's not. Are you going to say no to a little child? At this point, I don't know what to say. Miss, believe me, you don't want your son to go in that thing. Ugh, why are you so stingy? Even if he spills his drink in the limousine, it won't be a problem. You have enough money to buy a limousine, so you'll surely have enough to clean it. This is when my godfather gets in. Excuse me, miss. What do you want to do? I want my son to ride the limousine. My godfather then said the most epic thing I have ever heard. Thinks for a bit. Well, sure he can ride the limousine, but only if he has a coffin to be in. EM is a bit confused about the response. She takes a good second look at the limousine, and then she realized, I have no idea how she confused a hearse for a limousine. Perhaps the company logo was out of her view or something. However, when she realized the mistake, her skin got pale, and she just walked away as fast as she can with her kid. Me and GF just look at each other and start laughing. Have a good day.